Hey everybody, can you guys hear me? Okay. Are you guys able to hear me? Hello, hello. Yeah, we can leave the haters. I mean, you will always have them. Yeah, the guy can't take responsibility and constantly blames others. What an amazing person. No, I didn't. You have zero proof of this, and you're just making up claims. Anyway, you can always block me and unfollow me if you really hate me that much. It's funny how this guy still DMs me and tries to find comfort in my advice and stuff. You should have just moved on, brother. Like trading is not for everybody. 96% fail. The 4% win, but I mean it comes with a lot of you know ups and downs and almost maybe multiple times resets. So it's obviously not for you. You don't know what you're doing, and yeah, I didn't use anybody as exit liquidity. I don't need to. I'm not that kind of a person, and those who know me. So you know, this is just it's just a phase in a trader's journey, and the responsible thing is to own your own mistakes and just move on, learn from them, make peace with them, and move on. But eventually, you're not able to do that, and you're not able to make that next step. So I wish you the best. I'm not gonna engage with you anymore, and if you just continue insulting, I will block you. Okay? I'm just testing something out here. So, and it's quite amazing that even my haters are like constantly following every step that I take. So, I mean, that's like the very interesting part, right? Am I also streaming on Kick right now or no? I think I am, but I'm not sure. Let me double check. Yeah, I think Kick is working properly. Can somebody just type in some stuff as trying to test that as well? Or maybe I should do it myself. When is the low in BTC in? Um, we'll get to that in a few minutes. Let me try to make sure that this is working properly. Okay. Can others also type something in the chat? Okay, this one went through. By the way, I think the bottom is in, but I mean to answer your question. Okay, perfect. It looks like it's working. Let me see. Yep, it's working. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to do is like make sure that I'm able to stream on multiple platforms. Uh yeah, it looks like everything is properly working. Awesome. I mean, I wasn't planning to stream today, but if you guys, since you guys found me, if you have any questions, I can take them. Is the bottom in? Um, I mean, there's like three main scenarios to approach this, in my opinion. The number one is the most popular one, and that is that the, I mean, the 4-year cycle repeats. And then, you buy the bottom, around October, November, or something like that, which is kind of, I mean, so far it has been playing out with the top that we had in 2025. But the thing is, like, I haven't seen an asset class that repeats this, you know, in its, let's call it, later monetization cycle, you know, because it's like late monetization cycle, which I mean, if it was like early BTC, like maybe 7 years ago, 10 years ago, yeah, it could have been the thing. But now I don't know. Like, the more cycles we put in, the more I think I would step away from this take. So, but that's still, yeah. Case number one is the 4 year cycle repeats, and you want to buy around October, November, right? So the second case is the one that I'm subscribing to, an early bottom. An early bottom, which probably already happened because I was expecting it to be in June or July. Um, and 20 October 6th, 2025 top. I don't know if I can find it here. This is not one of them because, oh yeah, maybe this is this is the one that I'm talking about. But I remember these being like red. I don't know which layout I use for that one, but it's there somewhere. Yeah, it's this one. There you go. Yeah, so I mean, this is just a basic time-based calculation, right? So the distance from previous cycle bottoms and the distance from the halving, right? So I had this and I posted this in my Discord, and I believe I tweeted it on X as well. On time 4 year cycle, October, November, early bottom, which I believe June, July, maybe August. I don't know, but I think the bottom. If the bottom, I mean, if this is like a low and slow SFP, and then we manage to push towards like high 70s again, I think it's over. Like, the bottom is in. And the third is, like I said, what did I say? Like early Q1, Q1 2027 bottom, or maybe even Q2, but that will be very extended. I don't know, but yeah, these are the three options you have basically. Hey bro, I enjoyed your stream. I had some suggestions I wanted to share with you, but I don't want to spam your chat list. Sure. Hit me up. So, how much percentage you find your position, you think? I mean, I'm pretty much like almost all in at this point. I don't know how well or bad it's gonna play out for me, but I'll manage. Like, I have been trying to, um, I've been trying to like put in some swing long attempts here and there. So the first attempt, if you guys remember, was over here. And then at like, once we lost like this level, I immediately bailed out. The second attempt was here, but I wasn't able to hold it that much because they were pushing down, so I had to cut it. But then I re-entered over here, and then I really thought like this was happening. But the first attempt that we had on the major higher time frame resistance level, because this is an SR flip, which means previous previous support turning into resistance, right? So we got immediately rejected here. I mean, kind of was obvious, but it was like the Omega bearish take. So I really want to give it a little bit time, but it failed. It failed miserably because Sailor came in and he started selling, and the market panicked. So this was all Sailor panic. And then a bounce, and then SFP of the bounce, and this level, which shows a confluence with previous support areas from 2024, right? I mean, a really good area to bid, if you ask me. So, and I had like these, my own indicators were like showing a bunch of exhaustions and bull divergences. So I mean, the system was really, back up here, right? The system was screaming. My system was screaming, sell, sell, sell. Now it's screaming, buy, buy, buy. So, um, I had a few attempts. They they got invalidated, but they didn't hurt. So, but I just had to wait it out, right? Because TradFi isn't following the bear thesis that we have here in crypto. I mean, we're just having our own cycle and our own bear market, so to speak. Uh, so yeah, I mean, I'm almost you can say all in at this point. Maybe I can add a bit more, but I want to see us like get above the monthly. These are like aggregated rolling VWAPs. It, just I want to see price, find acceptance above, certain levels to add more. Like I feel comfortable with my allocation here. But once we, break through this diagonal resistance, this 90-day VWAP, right? And this 30-day, which we're kind of fighting for right now, then I'll feel like I know like these positions that I'll probably add won't be like the Pico bottom, but I already have a Pico bottom long, which I'm happy with. And I have my like DCAs with SPX 6900, so I'll just keep DCAing, and I'll maybe just add a bit more. But once we like I said, once we like take out these levels, find acceptance above, I don't see us stopping, to be honest. I just think like this is how it's gonna play out, right? And then maybe we break down and like something like this. Terrible drawing, but yeah, let me do a better squiggle. And then maybe like up and then down and then up. Yeah, something like this. So and then obviously like if you're still if you're still like bearish, right? You really don't want to remain bearish once we reclaim the yearly rolling VWAP, because at that point you're just gonna constantly lose money. So yeah, that's basically when the bull run like accelerates, right? So yes, Gatsby. Yeah, you have a great point. BTC just followed liquidity that came into the space. So when liquidity is abundant, I mean it works for us. But when they start tightening the valve, then yeah, we crumble, unfortunately. So yeah, it was kind of hard to watch like TradFi just moon while crypto just nukes. But it is what it is. We will persist. Not our first rodeo. And I mean, yeah, people do expect like the 40s, but I mean, I'm not saying it's not impossible, but or improbable, but I don't know. Like I, for some reason, I think like that level, at this level where we are right now is such an important level, because it's like our 2021 all-time high, the first attempt, right? And then we got Elon tweeting about how BTC was, terrible for the environment and blah blah blah. You guys remember all that, right? So we nuked back here, right? And then we made our own all-time high, and this was the bear market that I successfully shorted, right? And then I flipped bullish here, and then this level here, like the 8-month, 9-month chop, whatever. This is also an important level, because I think if it was like a 1 or 2-month chop, I wouldn't give much significance to it. But since it's like a multi-month chop, even like a multi-quarter chop, like if you calculate this to be like a 3-month, 3/4 chop, like a 9-month chop, right? So basically, uh, is a very significant level. So this level from its low, which is the 40s, I get what you're saying, and this level basically, let's actually highlight it, right? So from here to here, this should, I mean, I know it's like a massive range, but you should be accumulating for the next cycle up. I think like 300s, very possible. If we're gonna if TradFi is going to enter like a massive multi-year mania phase, which I think is the case, um, yeah, we're not gonna stop anywhere in the hundreds. It's either gonna be 200s or 300s. So and like I always say this, how like bottoms, right? Like people try to pinpoint or pico long the little wicks that you have on the monthly or whatever for like, let's say they miss it, like by like 3K, 5K, or 10K, and they don't buy because they missed the bottom. Now they need that perfect entry, right? And then price just shoots up $100,000, and you're like, you just left $100,000 per BTC, if you're long BTC, of course, on the table just because you didn't get your Pico bottom long. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say the bottom is in, and the bottom was like, what is this? Like 58K, and we're now at like 63K. And we're not longing here because 58 you didn't long it, and you still want that, whatever, or you're still expecting it to go lower. And let's assume it just goes higher. Now it's like 78K or 88K, and then 98K. When are you going to flip? Like, that's the question. Same could be argued with the top, but with crypto tops, the issue is like you don't have much time, and the more you allow time to give you confluence and give you confirmations, the more you're going to give back to the market. So hope that helps a bit. All right, good luck to you. I'm 40% in at the moment, and I want to invest in crypto. We will see how it's gonna go. I think your timing is really good. IDO low. I think your timing is really, really good. I think what you want to do is, have a BTC allocation, of course, but your returns with BTC is not going to be like tremendous, in my opinion. Those who are actually rocking BTC returns are those people who bought very early and held, or bought at like bear market bottoms, and but you'll still make money, of course. I would say look into SPX 6900, for an altcoin allocation. That's one, my biggest position right now. So yeah, obviously have BTC. Obviously you can go with like majors as well, but I would say SPX 6900 is positioned pretty good for this coming bull market. The float is less than 7% right now. I mean, it's getting accumulated every day we speak. Every passing day, it's amazing what these people are doing over there. They're DCAing into whatever supply is floating right now. And I believe like the last time I checked, it was like less than 7%. So, yeah, you better get an allocation before it all dries up. Yeah, that would be like my recommendation for altcoins. I'm going very, very concentrated in this, following bull market, in this coming bull market. So, yeah, I mean, BTC, maybe some majors. Oh yeah, you can do a hype as well if you want to. But I'll still, like, personally, what I did is like, and people were always recommending like hype, Zcash, this, that, Monero, blah blah blah. I did my research. I thought about it. I sat down and really think deep about it. But I just went with SPX, like more SPX, more SPX. So yeah, I mean, oh yeah, BNB did really good, but it's like extremely concentrated, and we know CZ is. I mean, I don't want to say anything radical, but CZ is CZ, So yeah, that's actually what's the market cap on this right now? Wow, yeah, almost 80 billion in a bear market. That's yeah, amazing actually. I'm also enjoying my smoothie. mm, I am live on X, right? Can somebody double check or maybe comment on X if I'm live over there as well? Oh yeah, I think I am live. Okay, actually 6 people are watching over there. Good, good. Uh yeah, if you guys have any questions since you guys found me, I mean I'm more than happy to share my thoughts. Mm, just let me know. You can make short money shorting as well. Yes, you can. Um Kind of depends. Like I don't know, for some reason I feel more stressed when I'm short. Like even if I'm right, like because due to the fact that these markets are designed to just go up. Like look at this, right? Like this is the SPX 500. It just goes up, up, up. Just just due to this fact, like I always feel like more stressed. I mean it's all relative and it's all like personal, I guess. But even if I'm right, like for example, I was killing it back in the 2021, 2022 bear, like over here. This was probably one of like we bought the bottom while we were like playing Fortnite with some Discord members and just having fun. I mean, we were so on spot and like you know um, we were so confident. I don't want to use that word, but I can't find another word. Yeah, we were so confident about uh, and our performance and our trades, supported that, of course. So yeah, we didn't panic at the bottom. It was really beautiful. The only issue is like the FTX crash, um, and the funds that are locked up and during that crash. That was kind of hard for people. So yeah, other than that, it was pretty obvious bottom. I think we have like something very similar here, to be honest. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. Like when I'm like scaling into longs, I feel more comfortable, to be honest. Like, like, or maybe a bad news, hits the market and you have to adjust and react to it. But I don't know. For some reason, I love shorting, and I started like back in like 2010. So everyone was like bearish and blah blah blah. You know, it was post '08 crash. Um, and in a few years, I learned how to you know short properly and make a lot of money just by shorting. So I just loved shorting for a very long time. Was a very natural bear, to be honest. But I mean, yeah, you can. I would say like shorting will allow you to make money, correct? But it's more of a hedging mechanism. It's more of a capital preservation mechanism, while you don't have to sell your spot allocations. If you utilize it that way, then perhaps you can like you know you can just grow your portfolio without the need to sell any of your spot allocations. So that helps you to persist forever. That helps you to hodl forever, especially in crypto. It works brilliantly. So yeah. Gatsby, I'm just reading your comments. It's really hilarious. Like he's saying like he'll sell he's coins to me at like 180 to 200K. I mean, yeah, I mean that was like 188 to 222 $222 was like my uh target from the 2022 2023 bottom, right? So uh yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. Like I think if we're going to enter like uh I don't want to say blow off because I think the blow off is still there's still time. I think it's going to be around like either like late 2027 or 2028 where you have like the another US election. So till then I'm just full bullish. Whatever people say, I don't care. I'm just going to follow my own instincts and my own experiences. It's hard just to take certain hits to the chin, but I'm used to it. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't think this is ending anytime soon, to be honest, guys. Especially with the move we have today. Like, Trump really wants to push towards like 10K SPX, you know? So if we go from like, we're like around mid 7Ks, if we go from 7Ks to 10K and BTC doesn't move, then I don't know. Maybe it's a failed asset. I'm joking, of course, but but at least we should hit like 180 to 200. I agree with you, Gatsby. I agree with you. With I don't know Trump. I mean, Trump has been a wild card. Yeah. No. I think, like I said on the podcast that I did with the Flip the Stock Market guys, if you don't have high conviction plays or high conviction tickers, or even if you do, um, holding them will for a very long time. If it will just outperform trading. That's just it's a fact, But if you're able to navigate the market and just trade everything else, and you successfully trade these other assets, um, then yeah, I mean, yeah, that's like you're just generating more capital for you to get into more opportunities, make money, you know, endure bears more easily, right? So. He's like the only chart that killed it was my equity line. I feel you. Trump has been amazing for traders, especially for his own uh, circles. No doubt about that. The only issue is like, um, I mean, it has like you just have to like it's like if you go against the guy, it's like the one man regime. If you guys like study one man regimes from other emerging markets and how they reacted to such policies and such regimes, right? You will see that you just have to stick with that. What whoever is in power, if they say go right, you go right. Um, Something like that. Like if you try to go left while they're like pushing right, you're just gonna get burned. Like and he just I don't know what all I just stopped following, to be honest. I just stopped following the Iran US thing. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know. I followed early on, and I was telling people that based on my own uh, understanding of the situation and being bilingual, I was able to read and follow other sources, more objective sources than the ones that are very loud in the West or the East. Uh, you know, it really looked like an agreement was coming, and it still looks like an agreement is really coming. It's just like you said, it's a casino. The guy's a casino boss. I agree with you. He just loves to do this kind of stuff. We're at war on uh, the weekend, and on Monday we're not at war. We made a deal, and then again repeat that again over and over again. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, wild times. Yeah. Anyway, let's leave like Trump aside. What did his coin do actually? It was Trump official, right? Crypto coin. What's a good Trump 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 coin? The funny thing is, like, there are so many great coins out there, and exchanges, due to the volume and excitement, the momentum, they just listed Trump immediately. No due diligence, no nothing. They just wanted the fees from people. Yeah. I mean, should we buy more Trump? Again, instead of like longing this, I'll long SPX 6900. To be honest, this is an amazing chart. I agree with you, brother. Like, what is this? But I don't know. Like, if crypto is gonna kick a bull, right? Obviously, uh, this would also experience some sort of a run or a push. But how far is it going to go? I don't know. I think a lot of people are burned. They're burned. So all this is just going to be like a uh, massive supply for upside. But yeah, I mean, like, for those who want to gamble, I think it's not at a bad place right now. But again, I would say don't just buy, you know, better coins with better communities, better fundamentals, better technicals. Yeah, yeah. I caught this one on the upside bounce, and I also sold this. But yeah, obviously I didn't hold. But what is ETH doing? Not bad, not bad. Yeah, the top was kind of mimetic, right? I mean, I think like a higher time frame, higher low here is in. I think this bottom, to be honest. Soul, uh, potentially, maybe a potential bottom. Like, I like this SFP. Really, like, no. Oops, that's a terrible line, Omar. Yeah, no solid SFP. Really, no body, no candle bodies with below. So you just want this to push. Yeah, we just want like some good, like, most of the charts that we have in crypto right now, they're like, all like, oh wow, Dogecoin. Look at all these prints. And this is on the weekly. For Hello, hello, sir. Nice. We have someone from YouTube. Uh yeah, Dogecoin looks phenomenal, to be honest. Wow. Yep. Yeah, if this, like, if Dogecoin turns around, which kind of is what my system is projecting here, right? Uh, so yeah, I would say a massive altcoin meme coin run could happen, and you guys obviously know my bet when it comes to meme coins, or overall, like, altcoins in the space, right? So, what should I look at? Oh, yeah, that one. What was it called? This again, World Finance something, right? Fucking scam coin. uh, I mean, okay, look, trade wise, me as a trader here, it's not looking that bad. I mean, wow, a perfected TD9 and several like bullish exhaustion prints on here on the 3 day. This is like high. We're talking like higher time frame. So World Liberty Financials, yeah. I mean, yeah, it liberated a lot of people, right? So whatever. Um, I would say, I mean, it's not like really good locally. You might get still chopped really hard, but again, on an HDF basis, it's I mean, it literally went to zero when you think about it. But I mean, if you want to try it out, it's really not at a bad place here. You know. Anyways, yeah, Trump has been amazing, right? Uh, let's look at DRAM. Yeah, I was talking about this in my Discord like a couple days ago with a few of you. Obviously, I called for this bounce, and I think let's see, like maybe a little bit more chop is needed here. But once we can manage to get above like let's what is this level 56, 50, 55, 56. I think high 70s are on the books. Yeah. Just DCA the index, guys. Like seriously, um, you don't need anything else to be honest. I mean, if like let's say the early BTC bottom scenario didn't play out, and we're gonna get a bottom at like the prophesized November level, right? I mean, you still have time to DCA, but I don't know. Like the last time I checked, the float was like below the free float, right? Below 7%, which is extremely bullish when you think about it. On the supply side, there is like no other coin that you can say have similar metrics. It's all about the demand for SPX, and I think demand will come eventually when like the entire market decides that the bull is on. So and at that point it probably moves very fast. So like let's say you're a sideliner watching the market, and you're like let's say 90% or 100% in fiat right now or in stables. I don't think you will have you know I don't think you'll have the time to just jump in such a move, because I think it's going to be vertical. It's going to be something like September 2024. So just dollar cost average, dollar cost average with, let's say, if you really want to get into that coin, like SPX 6900, then you want the dollar cost average, let's say with like 50%. And once you feel like the tide is turning and you don't want your fiat or stablecoin allocation to lose potential profits or lose against inflation, right? Then yeah, you can just slam it. Just slam some big chunks into SPX. But again, I would prefer you guys to just DCA instead. DCA early on, and when the bull kicks in, you will be in a very comfortable position. But again, like do however you feel comfortable about it. Do whatever you want to do, and don't come blaming other people for your own mistakes. That is also like a take, Gatsby. Like yeah, I've heard that from a bunch of people now. So I guess so. I'm not like instantly um, disregarding it. Some people say like no upside until Trump is out. I mean, sure, like yeah, I have like I've heard it from a bunch of people already. So very good traders, very good investors. So that will mean like no upside till 2028 if he doesn't do a third term. So I don't know. Like I really find hard. I find it hard to subscribe to that one. I don't know. Is this recorded? I mean, this was supposed to be like a test stream, but you guys are so fun. So no, so it turned into a somewhat of a stream. So I think it's recorded. These platforms should record it automatically, but I'm not sure. We'll learn. I know Twitch does. So hopefully YouTube does as well. This is my first time like trying out this multi-stream feature. So basically, I'm streaming on X, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube at the same time. So we'll see. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I missed you guys as well. I miss streaming as well. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. I know a lot of you have missed my sexy voice. Yeah, Payne. Of course, we remember him. Yeah, I think it's a good time to come back to the market with some high conviction and be loud about it. Mm. I mean, I've been trying to push like like certain levels, but obviously when when the market isn't in the mood, it's really hard. But like I said, like let's say we just started October, right? I mean, sorry, we just started August, right? One, two. Only we're talking about like 2 months, and which is nothing basically for crypto. So people are waiting for October, November to get in. And my question is like, what if the bottom is in and you're just missing out on some serious setups here? So you found SPX interesting? Fuck the bottom. I mean, yeah, you guys don't need the bottom. Ooh, okay. The chat is turning into turning it into you guys are going to places that I can't follow. Or I don't know like how it works on like I think Kick is more open about it, but I don't know. I'll keep it safe. I'll keep it safe, of course. Chat is only you, sir. You're like maybe worth like 10 people. So yeah, what is BTC doing right now? Oh boy. I'm getting constant runtime errors lately. Okay, need to fix that sometime. Anyway, this was where we had like the 30 days. So again, on a lower time frame, we're kind of rejecting here. I mean, I was in that part of the world like a month ago. Netherlands? I don't know. It's been some time since I've been in Netherlands. I think my last visit was like 2019. Yes, sir. I do travel. You want to buy me ice creams? The Turkish one, Turkish ice cream. Maraş dondurması, right? I mean, I think this could be like some sort of a scallop move here as well. You know the, but I don't want to see us go back to the back below or around monthly open. I would like to see like this level hold. So if that's the case, um, if we're gonna print like a scallop kind of move, this should be like the setup. Okay. I mean, if I were like trading this, this would probably be a level, and your invalidation is finding acceptance here or going below the monthly open. Again, like the higher time frame is still downwards, so you know you can still argue that the bear's not finished or that you're gonna avoid longing until you see uh, a higher high on higher time frames, which is nothing wrong with it, right? You know, it's like waiting for like late confirmation to kick in, and you'll still have time. It just doesn't sits well with me. I'm more of a like I prefer to be early in during bulls, and like if my early allocations kind of show promise, then I would like to add more before we break out. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. And when it comes to tops, like for example the 2021 top um, that I shorted, I did something similar. I remember I opened the position. It was around October, I guess, and then constantly just added and just had a hard invalidation. Usually, I don't go with hard stops. Um, yeah, it's very rare that I mean, I do slam a certain size at certain places with one click, but usually I prefer to divide the position into like two or three, uh, and with one part I scale in, with the other I slam at certain levels to bring my average down or up, and the third part is like if the trade looks like it's gonna win and I want to get greedy about it, I just add that last part. Let's see. Oh, okay. Gatsby going wild again on the chat side. Let's see what's he talking about. 60.5 gets swept. Nah. I mean, I can see what you're saying, but hopefully nah. I bought vanilla there. Okay, we're talking about ice cream. Yeah, turkey was very expensive. It's a bit too expensive for such a country, in my opinion. You know, prices need to come down a bit for it to make sense. I bought a lot of SPX. Real estate wise, and even like the stock market wise, since 2013, you basically made nothing. You know, when you when you when you use like the U.S. dollar as your base currency, you basically made nothing. You know, so yeah, you can check it out. Like you can go check out XU 100 and then divide it by the US dollar, or you can use like real estate indexes divided by the US dollar, and you'll see what I'm saying. Like in 2013, when there was like these like Gezi Park events, that's when things went south, and since then, and then they had the coup, and then uh, since these like two events, it's been only downhill, right? I mean, I can see real estate bottoming. Like, um, it's about kind of time, right? It's about time. So it's been like maybe 10 years or maybe 15 years. It's been just down only. So I hope it does. Actually, I do have uh, real estate there. So Istanbul is a interesting city. It's like I don't know what like these like it waited for you to get rich. Nice, nice. I mean, nothing will satisfy that you know you won't be able to make money on like real estate or other asset classes as quick as you can in crypto. They're gonna take more time. It's gonna feel like forever. Especially if you're coming from crypto and you made money here, going into other stuff, you're just gonna be like, you know yeah, it's just taking forever. Yeah, 100%. I'm with you, brother. Like, this is a great market, but it's extremely consuming. Like the stuff that happens here every 2 years, the stuff that you will go through, which we had like a early viewer that was like kind of blaming or pointing fingers at me, whatever. Like TradFi people would only experience that every like 10 15 years, okay? But here in crypto, we experience all these dumps and pumps, like constantly every year or every 2 years, So I mean, it's like a minefield when you think about it. So yeah, if you make money, like think of this like as a very volatile, very risky market, and you make money here. But with obviously with massive volatility and risk comes massive upside, right? Massive reward. But like I said in the during the podcast, right? Like you don't want to uh once you get to a certain level, you really don't want to keep that capital in such markets. So you really want to uh move it to a less risky, less volatile, less rewarding, more stable, so to speak, right? I mean, of course, risk is, like I don't think BTC is a risky asset. It's a more transparent asset compared to anything else, but crypto as well, right? In general, but like you said, yeah, it's a hell of a life. Yeah. Just take your wins, take your proceeds, go buy a house, go buy land, uh, and then whatever portion you still want to, keep in the market, be smart about it. Uh, yeah, otherwise it will just consume you. Like I've been trading this market 24/7 for almost like 10 years now. Uh, of course, winning streaks are good, but when you enter like a losing streak, it's tough. Yeah, you don't. Pay the trader. Yep. I used to say that. I used to say that a lot, right? Yeah, thank God I did print a few millionaires. So um I mean obviously certain people are going to blow up, certain people are going to lose money. That this is just it's not about me, it's also not about you. It's just like the statistics. Like 96% of traders lose money, and the 4% who it's not like they only just win, they also lose money, but at in the end of the day, when you sit down and you calculate stuff, they're net positive, while the others are like net negative or totally blown out, right? So I'm so happy for you, man. Yeah, I mean, uh, especially with this like 2024 rally, uh, yeah, the Discord minted several multimillionaires, so or millionaires. So I'm very happy about that. And I think like if these people and most people did stick around, usually like people just leave or quit crypto during a bear market. But like if they manage their risk properly, if they manage their returns properly, and they have the patience, they have to understand that, right? And I think people in my Discord do. It's not like you just come in and expect massive uh, lessons to learn or massive setups to learn in like 1 month, because it's really not like it's not that kind of a Discord. It's more like a mentorship community kind of thing, and we live through it together. Like, yeah. So, anyways, yeah. I mean, I think those who actually made money, and if they position properly for this coming bull market, I think they can even make more. I think this craziness is not going to stop till like I said, 2028, 2029. Last bottom, it was like exactly, exactly like with every coming bull and bear market, like uh, my Discord members like that bottom, it goes up as well. During the tops, we have of course everyone's joining, everyone's excited about it, and you tell them to TP and they kind of hate you, and at the bottom you tell them to buy, they kind of hate you. So um, yeah, it is. It's been amazing. It's been such a ride, and and like I really don't like to brag, but you have been there, Gatsby. Like very few people could say that they nailed this. Like my 2021 all the way up to I would say like 2025 was like brilliant, or maybe even like perfect, right? And then this like 2025 started to like late 2025, like this region kind of, this is where like my streak end on like higher time frame win streak with swings, right? So I think it was a brilliant run. So I don't know. Is I think it's gonna be like very hard for me to replicate it, but I'm gonna try my best. Yeah, I just yeah, I pass the torch to you. People need to be more chill about stuff, like especially when it comes to trading crypto. You just have to. It's like I know like when things are going up, people they give them like high hopes, but when things don't go that way, or even during a bear, like people expect and they hope that it goes down more and more, but it doesn't, and they expect to like short bottoms and TP on a lower bottom, and then and from there they're gonna buy it all, and then they're gonna flip bull. But most of the time that doesn't happen. Yeah. I remember like 2019, this revenge rally was, where's 2019? This doesn't have 2019. This rally was so brutal. Many Bitcoiners, like, yeah, they did some awful stuff to themselves. I remember many people, even the bears and the bulls, this was like such a disbelief here. People sold, and over here they sold, and then BTC went to like 14K. I don't know if you were here back then, but yeah, a lot of people. It was brutal because you sell and it just keeps on going, you know. So good luck. And it's funny how like 20 um the 2022 bottom, right, kind of aligns with where we peaked back here. So that's kind of wild. So I think if we use that logic, like this is a very significant point in this historical you know BTC chart. So there was a bag holder there. I mean, there's no other way. Like you guys have to go through these experiences to learn. Like no amount. It's like watching. It's like trying to learn swimming, but you have never jumped in a pool. You have never. You need to get wet. You need to. Uh, you need to swallow a little bit of water, right? It's not like then water is gonna go into your nose, your ears. You're gonna get irritated. Your body's not gonna like it, and you're gonna feel like you're drowning. You're gonna have leg cramps. Uh, it's not like you just jump in and you suddenly start, swimming like Michael Phelps. I don't know why people expect this. Uh, yeah, you know, yeah, it never happens. Once you're getting into something, you have to know you're just gonna fail, 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 and then you're gonna start to learn, and then you're gonna start to improve. You just, I think people who have, um, some, you know, some mental breakdowns. I think they just don't want to make peace with this with this the progress. Like this is just how it goes. So there's like no shortcuts. No way around this. You just have to go this. I mean, if you want to be a trader, of course. If you want to be like a long-term investor, yeah, and you have a business or a job on the side, just make money, allocate, and just move on. You come and you check the charts like in like 5 years, 10 years. You don't care. So that's a different route, right? The shortcuts never work. Like if someone makes if someone makes like let's say, and I've seen this like 100 times. If someone makes $1 million right at the beginning of their career, I would bet like another $1 million, my own money, that they will lose it all in the following 6 to 24 months, or even 3 to 24 months. Yeah, because like they didn't learn, you know, like it's like you know you just they got the rewards early on, but they never learned the you know the things that actually allow you to hold that wealth, that appreciate that return. So they learn the hard way and they lose it all, and they eventually go broke. But if you initially constantly, you know, have these setbacks and you learn from them, ultimately you're gonna get to a point where you win. Like Gatsby is an example, right? You will win. Um, and when you win, you need to just step back, and you know, okay, after 70 years of trading or whatever, investing, whatever, you finally made it, right? At that point, because you know how you can lose now, right? You know how brutal it is. But if you don't know how brutal it is, even if you make $1 million in your first month, you're almost 100% going to give it all back, unless you completely leave trading. And most people don't, because they think, you know, they think their own genius or wisdom or whatever made it, but it was just basically luck. So yeah, I mean, I'm bio villa, of course, right? Anyways, this was fun, guys. It's good to know that the multi stream thing that I'm using right now is working. So I'll try to do these more often. Um, and I'll let you guys know beforehand, so you guys could also, you know, arrange your time. I think the weekends are better, right? Are weekends better? I think weekends are better, right? So okay, then I think I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna send you my kind of conversation. Sure, sure. Um, yeah, I'll try to. Maybe I should start like daily, doing these daily, or I mean, yeah, you know what? Like Gatsby just gave me an idea. I'll start a promotion for the month of August, and we'll try to stream more often on these platforms, and be more active, and we'll see how it goes. PRC, awesome, the best chain, right? Anyways, okay, this was very fun, guys. I'm going to I'm going to I'm going to stop streaming, and then I'm gonna post like a promotion tweet about, like, I'll do like a 25% for the month of August. If you guys catch it, you catch it. Next one will be around November, Black Friday, of course. And then, yeah, if you want to wait till September, wait till September for the bottom, right? Everyone comes back during September, so I mean, kind of makes sense. So August is still a summer month, so late summer, vacation vacationers will uh, probably won't be around. So okay, guys, I'm gonna end right now. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being there always. Same. Likewise. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care, guys.